Good morning, dear students. Welcome to Prithviraj English Academy. As we are doing the explanation of SSTs, 10th Standard History, Revised Syllabus of 2024, Part 2, Chapter number 17, The First War of Indian Independence, 1857. Already I had uploaded first part of this lesson. So today it is the second part I'm going to start. So before that I want to say something. So if you want the first part video of this lesson, then I am going to provide the link in the description, so you can go through it. And I hope you maybe all had the maybe have the essay 1. So all the very best for your essay 1. Once you completed your essay 1, then afterwards the holidays will be there. So please make use those holidays to watching our videos and complete your studies before the school will be reopened. So now move to the second part of this video. Already in first part we have done the causes for the first war of independence, immediate cause for the first war of the independence, a revolt, spread of the revolt and its nature also we have completed. Now we have to complete the last point, failure and its effects of the 1857 revolt. So without a delay, let's start the second part of this lesson. And so here, reasons for failure of the revolt. So very first point for the failure of this revolt, a first war of independence, first war of Indian independence, 1857. What is the reason for the failure? So first one is, it did not cover every part of India. Actually, this revolution was means you can say in a northern part and the northeastern part only and western part only it was covered. It was not going to spread to the South India, especially those means not whole, maybe very few parts maybe it may be spread, but not the whole, especially Karnataka, those places were not covered by this revolution. So first one, then it was mainly concentrated on the issues of the rights of kings and queens. Only here they have issued, means they have concentrated, who, our revolutionaries, they have concentrated on only the rights of the kings and queens rather than the liberation of the country. Liberation means freedom of the country. Here our motto is not freedom of our country. Here they had the means their motto is to issues those are related to the rights of kings and queens. Means like, what the right? Means if suppose the king maybe adopted the son, adoption son, it should be get a right to become the king. Like that they have only those issues only they have concentrated more. Then third one is the unity among the British. In a means very specifically you have mentioned that British army and British soldiers, they have the unity among them. But at the same time, we didn't have the unity, we have the disunity among the Indian soldiers. So because of that, this revolution is failed. Then fourth one is the mutiny lacked direction and the leadership. For the Britishers, they had the leadership, they had the direction. But here we didn't have the proper leadership and the direction. For example, in Lucknow, someone means for example, in a mirror someone else is the leader. In Barakpur someone else is the leader. And then come to the Jhansi, then Jhansi over there, the Jhansi Rani is there. In Kanpur is the Nana Sahib. Like that it is. In Indians there is no proper leader and there is no direction also. If suppose from where to where we have to move, our means how to execute the plans, we didn't have the directions. Then the soldiers also lack discipline and organizing skills. Here there is no discipline among themselves and there is no organic skills also. Then sixth one is the Indian soldiers lacked military strategies. We didn't have the military, means we maybe had, but those are lacked, means we didn't have the proper planning for the strategies. Planning also not there, capabilities also not there, and soldiering skills like using the bombs, using the sometimes the modern technology in the war fields we didn't know, means we didn't have the that knowledge. Then the freedom fighters lacked a definite aim. You didn't have the definite aim. What the aim? Only aim is that if suppose in a Jhansi, her aim is what? Means over there the Jhansi Rani's aim is she wants to oppose the doctrine of lab policy. That's it. In Jhansi only related. And move to the Kanpur. Kanpur also same over there. Nana Sahib also does the same thing. We didn't have a definite. Everybody is not a same aim here. Everybody's different aim is there. That's why we failed here. Many of the Indian kings extended their loyalty to the British. It is very important here again. What is that? In 1798, the Hyderabad was the first state which was obey with a which was signed the agreement of the subsidiary alliance. Doctrine of the subsidiary alliance agreement. So it has the loyalty towards the British. It means Hyderabad and many Nawabs and kings and sultans, they are not going to support to the revolutionaries. They are supported to the British. Rather than they have to support to the Indians, they didn't support. They are supported to the British. Because of that, we have failed. This is means it is also main reason for the failure. Then come to the last point of the failure. It is the plundering and the other crimes committed by the sipais, means soldiers. Plundering means looting of the properties, and other crimes that were done by the our sipais, our soldiers while the revolution. So these all things was going to make them to lose the faith of the common people. Common people didn't have the faith on them. They had the faith on the, means they have turned that sympathy was going to turn. Before it is on in 1857 it was there on the soldiers, but after once it will going to turn to the 1858 at the end of this revolution, the common people lost the faith on the our soldiers. Because of that, these two things, what that plundering and the other crimes they have done, looting and all the things. Then now these are the things we have to write. If suppose this question may be asked for the 2 marks, then minimum you have to write 3 to 4 points. If the question may be asked for the 3 marks, then you have to write minimum 5 to 6 points. If the question may be asked for the 4 marks only, the reasons for the failure, then you have to write 8 to 10 points for the 4 marks. Last is 4 marks. More than that they are not going to ask for the 10th standard. Okay. Then now move to the effects of the revolt. So what are the effects? What happened after the first war of Indian independence, 1857? First one is the freedom struggle put an end to the administration of the East India Company. As you know, when the Plassey battle was happened in 1757, from there to British administration was started in India. From there means not British East India Company's administration was started, because there means on the behalf of the Queen, here the Governor General was going to take care of the administration. But now after the 1857, the East India Company's administration was ended and the administration was taken over by the Queen of England. Means directly now the Queen only going to administrate on us. Okay. Then the administrative responsibility was handed over to the Secretary of Indian Affairs in the British Parliament. Means here the Secretary of the Indian Affairs will be there in the British Parliament. He will be the responsible, she will be the responsible for the administration of our India. So this is the second point. Third is, in 1858 the Queen of England made a declaration, and that declaration you are going to call it as India's Magna Carta, rights, charters. So what are the means, what will be there in that Magna Carta? So those are like that. Those points are following. These are points. Okay. The agreements made by the East India Company with the kings were accepted. Whatever the agreements was going to made by the with the agreement with the East India Company by the Indian kings, those are all going to accepted by the those are all going to accepted by the British Queen. Ambitious expansion plans had to be given up. But that their expansion plans, whatever they had, no, their policies, they all are now given up. What is that? Doctrine of lapse policy, doctrine of subsidy alliance, Arms Act, these all, and Inam Commission, those all are going to given up. Means those are going to they have stopped. A stable government had to be provided to the Indians. Stable government they are going to provide, okay, to the Indians. There would be a equality before the law. Before, in a courts there is a British judges are there, but now what we had the means along with the British and along with that our Indians judges also there in a district level, and we have made that equality before the law. Means before the civil courts and the criminal courts only applicable to the Indians, but now those are going to applicable to the both British also and Indian citizens also. The government would be exhibit religious tolerance and not to be interfere in the religious matters of the country. Now they have stopped all the religious matter, means religious comments they have stopped. Then they are not going to interfere in the religion of the Indian people. So these are the things we have to remember. Along with this, these are all effects, and in the Magna Carta these points are there. These points also you have to write while writing the effects of the revolution. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 points. Along with these 4 points, these 4 points you have to add. Then total it is 8 points of the effects of the revolution. I hope you may be understood the lesson. If you have any doubt and suggestions, then please comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. And if you come to know this video is worthful and useful for you, then please share this video among your friends. So thank you once again. I am going to say that thank you for watching this video, my dears. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.